Dwarves have a wide variety of skills, from beekeeping to blacksmithing, but their ability to be doctors has always been a little suspect to me. After all, if they don't have alcohol, they work incredibly slowly, and if they do, then they're just drunk all the time. I wanted to give my doctors a little test of their skills, but to do it properly, I needed to create the ideal testing chamber. To start, I designated a hospital area to be built by the fortress water supply to shorten trips to and from the well for the patients. I also made the hospital 5 layers tall, hollow, and covered with a bridge on top, so that I could drop unlucky dwarves directly into the hospital to become the patients the doctors would be working on. To cap it off, I made sure that the hospital would have all the supplies it could need, except for plaster for casts and soap for disinfecting, because I didn't have those things and I didn't want to get them. Surely good doctors would be able to rise above such petty limitations. This hospital would be a place of both injury and healing, and after a violent cave-in and a goblin siege held up construction, the test hospital was finally ready. Before I could test my doctors, I needed to recruit some patients, and so 2 guinea pig dwarves were selected via random number generator, and another 2 were selected based on vibes only. The first dwarf was dropped from the bridge twice and suffered 2 broken feet, but seemed to be on course for a full recovery, before I accidentally dropped rocks on her and killed her. The second dwarf refused to get out of the corner of the bridge and was atom smashed out of existence, which my doctors tell me they can't fix. The third dwarf fell from the bridge and just walked away without an injury, which obviously defeated the whole point of the falling off the bridge exercise, so I extended the tower by another 5 tiles. And then during construction, the third dwarf managed to get himself injured in the same rockfall that killed the first dwarf. Finally, the fourth dwarf was sent to the new bridge, 10 tiles above the floor of the hospital. After a quick prayer to his deity Sulon Eel Sullied, he was dropped and disappeared into the fog, before reappearing 10 stories below with a mangled left arm from the elbow down. For the next few days and nights, diagnoses were made, wounds were dressed, and crutches and splints were constructed, and eventually both dwarves 3 and 4 made a full recovery and made their way back to the fortress, mentally scarred but physically healthy enough to leave, right in the hospital discharge sweet spot. In the end, it turned out that all the injuries that my doctors had a chance to heal, they successfully healed, and the 2 dwarves that died because of me. So it turns out that dwarven doctors aren't bad at their jobs. I am. Thanks for watching.